Are you going to?
Tell me about your quiet time with God.
I'm laughing a little inside because I'm not sure God is always quiet with me, nor am I always quiet with God. I find my most sacred time with God when I'm in nature, when I'm outside and enjoying this beautiful world that He's blessed us with. I think all the way back to being a child that my prayer life began really around two areas, and that was around nature, connecting with the water with my mother, and also bedtime, when my mother would come and say bedtime prayers with me. And as I grew and matured, I left that, realizing, just not realizing or being thankful or grateful and moving through life as though I was this island. Until I was in my mid-30s and realized that I began pleading with God when my son was born prematurely, pleading with God to save his life, and also being thankful and promising. So there was a balance of promises and pleading, that I was having this ongoing conversation with God, and I would find myself going to the water to have those conversations with God. And my promises to Him at that time, I was thinking back to the origin of what I learned in prayer was to be thankful and to be in service. And so I was determined that I was going to get back to a prayerful life.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and I did, and I didn't, and I did, and I didn't, and I raised my children the same way, around prayers at dinner, prayers at bread time, and being thankful and going to church. And it wasn't again until I had another life crisis that I realized I was pleading again.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think we've all been there.
yeah, remember pleading for God to save my life as I was having a stroke, and promising again to be in service to Him, and being thankful for the two children that He had blessed me with. And again, as my life matured and experience matured, what I realized is that I was in this place of pleading, being thankful, asking for places to show me where I can serve. And what I was really missing was surrender. And so my whole prayer life today revolves around what I call the pleading, and that started as a lack of sophisticated language, which today is probably, in my sophistication or lack thereof, is petitioning, but I still call it pleading. Pleading, thankful, service, and surrender.
Wow.
So my 4 areas that I regularly embrace a conversation with God, more so today, is to surrender me to His will in the areas that I can be in service to show others His love and all the miracles that He blesses us with, and how thankful I am for who He has surrounded me with, the people that He continues to place in my life, and the opportunities that I have to serve. And I'll confess, I still plead.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, it's all of those in my relationship and in my prayer life with God.
Wow. Thanks for sharing. That was beautiful.